till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. See the horizon turn us to thousands, and we'll grow in number, fueled by them. To see the horizon turn us to thousands, and on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And we'll go, through the wastelands,
I won't go down to the parties that my eyes are shut and they're glowing red. I don't need sleep 'cause it's all in my head. It's all in my head. It's all in my head. You can find me on the dance floor, moving like a zombie for sure. My skin is looking paler. I'll figure it out later. Don't be so concerned. It's exaggerated.
I've been trying to fight the demons in my mind. I'll prevail with every battle if I'm right. Guess my aim was off, the target's out of sight. Would I be better if I left it all behind? 'Cause we can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way, we could find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We could find a way. We can find a way, we can find a way. Find another place where we can just escape. We can find a way, we can find a way.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to CSC NA Stream A. We've got a Matchday 8 Reschedule Elite game for you all tonight. We've got the currently undefeated OS versus JDM starting off their season 4-3. And OS is 7-0. So, will we be seeing OS be dethroned by the JDM boys? Find out very shortly. But until then, I hope you all are having a wonderful night. My name's Amos Kingsnake. You may know me. You may know me well. You may not know me at all. That's okay. We're all going to get nice and cozy. We've got a game of Nuke here. We're going to just enjoy it. We're going to enjoy our time. It's just me tonight. But it's alright. I'll guide you through every step of the way. We're still waiting for all the players to join in the server, but figured I'd hop in a little early, get everybody caught up to speed. This is going to be a match for the ages. I have a feeling. Got a feeling. Do have all the players in, so any second now we will be getting that pistol round underway. Does look like OS will be starting the CT side, so definitely already a little bit of an uphill battle just going in. And if JDM want to make this happen, they're going to have to come out swinging. But I've seen what those boys can do. Boys and potentially girls. I'm not sure. Don't know them all personally, but I've seen their score lines. They could put up some numbers. Whatever happens, it's going to be fun to watch. How's everyone doing tonight? I can't read chat right now. Oh, and looks like we are going live. So while you type out those messages, I'm about to get ready to see some magic happen. Looks like Slick Ninjas, not Silk Ninjas. I apologize for getting your name wrong. Slick Ninjas has gotten himself a nice pair of dual Berettas, spliced as well. And the players of JDM are mostly on just some armor. but they do have a little bit of utility to work for. Looks like they're going to try to go for a little bit of an upper pop. Classic strat, pistol round on nuke. Maybe not though. Are they going towards? They going towards ramp? They're probing it out. They want to see if there's any kind of early aggression. Could go either way. Slick Ninjas to defend if they decide to go out ramp here. But so far, no one's made too many moves yet. No one's spotted anyone. Looks like they are going to be canceling their plans towards ramp. They're just slow walking back towards lobby. Nobody's moving an inch yet. A couple of exchanged nades, but no utility damage found just yet. Slick Ninjas goes for a little peek towards a trophy. He doesn't see anybody. So, looks like the jig is up. This upper hit is basically being confirmed. There's a couple players splitting from outside. We'll see if that increases the odds of this A attack from going through. Jones to take first contact. And looks like Matt has picked himself up a nice triple on the defense. Floyda and Pizza to answer a couple back on their own, but unfortunately, Matt is on the server, and he has decided that you're all going home with nothing. Ace on the pistol round out of him. Excellent first round out of OS, holding their nerve, holding their ground, not giving the Kaido Kruzers nary a singular nary a singular step. There is singular opening pick. OS has come to continue their streak, it would seem like. Full save. Not a full save, a couple of upgraded pistols on Kaido Kruzers, but looks like they're just electing to go ahead and wait until next round to really fully invest. MP9s on the side of OS. Don't really need much better than that whenever you are on CT and you win a pistol, so this is looking to be a bloodbath unless the Deagle players can pull off something special. Yeah. OS holding their ground, not doing anything hasty, not giving away anything for free. Disciplined players. OS is always a squad to be feared. Spence is always a player to watch out for on the server. And right now they are continuing to show that form. Nothing has happened. A little bit of damage has been exchanged, but no real moves have been made yet by either squad, though ramp player is about to be tested. Spence to get one, to get two. Matt to be tested as well outside, gets his kill. Spence to get the third player on ramp, and it is just up to Pizza, and unfortunately, the weapon difference is too much. Daimyo secure their second, and sweep away the Kaido Kruzers, preventing a singular frag from their side. They are going to be able to buy up, though. So, the real game starts now, ladies and gentlemen. We're into the gun rounds. And since nobody died on the OS side, it looks like they've just all elected to keep their weapons from the last round. I mean, to be honest, you don't really need anything better than an MP9. If you're on CT side, depending on where you play, that thing is pretty darn good, if I say so myself, ladies and gentlemen. A little bit of outside pressure coming in from Kaido Kruzers. A few players going towards here. James to defend. See if he can... The smoke wall has been deployed, but unfortunately for Kaido Kruzers, Matt is here to help out. James is going to go down. Spence to get tagged low. Matt as well to be tagged low. A couple of kills go the way of JDM, but man advantage not quite yet. They do have a little bit of a health advantage though, so we'll see if they're able to get it over the finish line. But they do only have a minute left, and they don't have a ton of space to work with. Floyda is kind of slowly creeping out A. Hero takes out a kit, takes out the fearsome Matt, but spliced to answer back onto Floyda in a different part of the map. Last two T players heading towards this lower bomb site, and they are going to get stopped at the pass, cut off by a well-placed Slick Ninja, slickly shutting them down with the MP9 double kill. Daimyo take their third. Unfortunately for Kaido Kruzers, it does look like they are going to be unable to purchase into this round, so if it's all said and done, it looks like OS, unless something silly happens, it looks like OS is set to collect their fourth here. A little bit of upper bomb site aggression out of Kaido Kruzers. At least they're hoping. Splice to take a little bit of a peek. Shoots the shoulder off of Taco. Gets him down to 71. No damage exchanged back towards the OS side. Again, OS playing with almost statuesque, perfect form. Nary a singular toe out of line. But D3 is just going to take the kill on a Splice with the MAC-10. James and Mant to answer back each one apiece of their own. Pizza to get a nice Tech 9 kill. But man advantage still in OS's favor. Bomb yet to be planted. It is going to go down now. 2 versus 3 expected out of JDM. Pizza to get one, but is traded back by Slick Ninja, and Matt takes out the very last player on the JDM defense, and that is going to be OS's fourth round. Although, there is a bomb plant on the side of JDM, so not exactly the worst outcome. A little bit of extra spending money to go around for everyone. Looks like Matt was trying to find the AWP for his friend in anti-crime, the RCT side, ladies and gentlemen. Full buy, second proper gun round coming out of the Kaido Kruzers here. Hopefully. They're a little slow to buy their guns, but hopefully that won't cause them to miss any of their timings. I think it'll be fine. You know, T-side, it's not really about taking timings most of the time. It's mostly just about playing smart, not giving anything away for free, and making every step you take calculated. Calculation was on point for D3, gets the opening pick. Spence to answer back with an op kill onto Pizza. Matt to get a kill outside, but is traded back by Tacos. 3-on-3, low HP though on 2 of the JDM players. And with the op holding the cross from Redbox, that is a bit of a dire situation for that player. Does look like he's going to retreat. He's going to throw a little bit of a fire, but Spence is not deterred. He knows what is up. The rotate all but set in stone from that little piece of util and the footsteps given away. Gonna rotate in towards ramp, but Spence holding very passive from J-Hall. Nobody is actually home on the ramp side of the map. Somebody elected to just rotate down early towards B. But Spence could get one here. He is being held, but it's gonna be op versus op. Just misses the shot. Sails right on by the rifler, and with the op holding the reswing, that does look to be JDM getting down to B site basically uncontested. There was a player down towards Secret, so if they get here in time, they rotate fast enough, maybe they can deny plant. Unfortunately, it does not appear to be so. Slick Ninja's just a little bit out of reach. They did go for a little bit of a fake, though, so they did give him a little bit of extra time to work with. Unfortunately, just not quite enough, and it is going to be the full 3-on-3 retake. Spence's position known, and he is going to get taken out by Taco, and it is going to be a 2 versus 3 expected out of OS to keep their streak of rounds going. Voided to get taken out, first to fall, Taco also to go down, Hero left in the 1v2, can't find the shot, gets taken out by Spliced, and OS continue to run away with this game on the CT side. 5 consecutive rounds, though JDM do have enough to purchase yet again. They are on max loss, and they did get a bomb plant, and I think that's exactly what they're talking about right now. They're going to go ahead and elect to take a tactical pause, so looks like it's time to change up the game plan, is what they're saying. Or maybe they just needed to go pee. You know? Sometimes you just have to go pee, ladies and gentlemen. Remember to drink water. And to love yourselves. Full buy is going to come in from Kaido Kruzers. This could be the round they decide. Not decide. This could be the round that they make it. That they decide to make this a competitive game. They took a little bit of a breather. Collected themselves. Let's see if that was exactly what they needed to get themselves back into it. Taco to go for a little bit of an aggressive play. He's deterred by the flames, however. Spliced in the back of the site to hold off this potential push. They have taken hut control, but both players just managing to miss each other on the jiggle peaks. Acceleration coming out of JDM out of A site, though. Taco to take one out. Pizza to get one as well. Looks like Hiroto also, or Hirotox, also gets himself a kill. And just like that, and with Florida getting a kill onto Slick Ninja, it's all up to Spence from Heaven, and that does not seem to be the type of round you want to go for. Looks like he's just going to head for the hills, save his op, concede the first point to JDM off of a fast, aggressive A-pop. Calling a bit of a fast play out of a tactical timeout. It's a tale as old as time, but it does work well. You slow down you slow your opponent's roll. Ooh, that's a little bit tough though. I feel like they probably should have been heading for the hills a little bit earlier. 2 players on JDM go down to bomb, and that's a bit rough for the economy of their side. I feel like they should have known that Spence was just full out of that, and they took a tactical pause off that. I mean, honestly, that is. I don't feel like that's a little bit understandable. Like, it's just a bit of a head scratcher. What? Obviously, it is nuke. The bomb radius on this map is the whole map, so it is pretty hard to escape. But you gotta, at that point, you gotta kind of be understanding that the last player alive spotted Heaven, probably should have been heard. They should have been able to just run away from that. But, it's all good. Happens sometimes. They do have enough money to buy in again, though. It's not the end of the world. Just prevents them from building up too much bank, which is important on the T side of play on this map. One of the most CT-sided maps in the pool. Some might say Counter-Strike itself, a little CT-sided now after they've changed the animations and changed the economy and changed around some of the weapon stats. So, if you want to get every round you can, and you want to give yourself every advantage you can on this T side. Splice to play a little bit of a cheeky off angle on Mustang. Always love a nice Mustang play. We'll see if it can get him anything. Looks like it's going to be another A hit. They are setting up for it on the JDM side of play. Matt and Spliced to defend on the upper bomb site. Although some of these JDM players are creeping a little bit towards ramp. They might be testing Slick Ninja, and Slick Ninja gets the opening, falls off. He is assisted by his teammate. Matt solo to defend on A, though. Gets one, but is traded out by Pizza. 3 versus 3. Low HP player on Pizza. And JDM has managed to take the A bomb site off of luring that second player off of ramp. Excellent mid-round play. We'll see if the retake can come in and be fruitful from OS, or if they elect to concede JDM's second round. Retake is coming in slowly. Spence from Heaven, yet again, with the op to try to retake. Pizza to get a kill onto James. Spence finds the frag onto Floyda. 2 versus 2. Hero to take out Spence. Slick Ninjas in the 1 versus 1, full HP against 2 hurt players. Pizza gets the trade, goes unexpected, but does go down to bomb. But JDM do find their second off of yet another A play. Ooh, and the money's looking a little dire for OS now. Gonna be just... They are going to force into this round, but the buy's looking a little silly. They've got some pistols and an MP9. one singular M4. That's going to be given over to Spence, and Matt is on a FAMAS. Bit of a tough buy to make anything happen, but if you get the pistols up close and the MP9 as well, you could get something going. D3 to get the first kill onto Matt. James gets a double kill with the Deagle to hold a site to shut down that quick mini garage play. And man advantage is squarely in the hands of OS for now. Although, that player towards blue bin, Slick Ninjas, is going to have to slick back and concede all of outside. That is not a fight you want to be taking long range. MP9 versus AK. So it's going to go for a little bit of a re-clear, though. Floyd to find the kill onto Spence. And Taco to find the kill onto James. Pizza to get the kill on Slick. And now Spliced is left alone. 1 versus 3. All he's got to his name is a 5-7. This is looking to be JDM's third round in the game. There are a couple low HP players on JDM, though, so this could be a hero play. If this is the time to be a hero with a 5-7, it's against 2 players that are one-shot. But looks like Taco is just going to go unlooked, unchecked, and Kaido cruise to their third round in the game off of yet another late A take. Do have to hand it to, I'm not sure who was the Deagler in that last round, but they definitely had a valiant effort. They got the 2 kills on the player towards Mini Garage, and that slowed Kaido's roll for quite a while, but they did eventually re-rally and go ahead and pick off the remaining players of OS. Just, unfortunately, they didn't have the weapons to really do much anything in that round, and they are, yet again, in dire straits economically. Floyd to get the opening kill on the Splice. Spence to answer one back on the Taco. Floyd to get another. These kills are just coming in too fast for me to commentate, ladies and gentlemen. We're already down to a 2-on-2, just one after another. CTT kills. D3, though, to find Matt hiding out in the hut, and it is all up to Spence, but he does have an AK, and he does have the gall to pull this away from JDM, so we'll see if he can answer the call to clutch. Gets the first kill onto Pizza, but is taken down, traded out by D3, and Kaido takes their fourth. It is now a 1-round game, and what was starting off as an OS show of dominance has slowly shifted towards the Kaido Kruzers. I mean, 4 rounds already on T side is pretty good. You're in a decent position. I mean, obviously you'd want more. Obviously you'd want 12 rounds on T side. But, you know, getting 4 rounds in a row like that, pretty respectable. We'll see if they can get any more. They do have momentum on their side. They're feeling themselves. They were maybe a little bit slow to start, but they've woken up. They've come to play. They say, OS, we're here to end your reign of terror. And we're going to do it on Nuke, of all maps. Early cross out of JDM towards the lower side of the map. They're going to be kept at bay by the flames by Slick Ninja, but there is an army of T's waiting for him on the other side of those flames. Spliced yet again playing from Mustang, but it is just going to be a B hit here. Ooh, Slick to try to sneak through this smoke, and he's going to catch one in the side on Hero. And now we're looking at a 5 versus 3 round. Pizza to answer one back, and Matt to trade onto D3. 2 versus 4 expected out of JDM. Both players' positions known. They are boxed in, but let's see if these cornered players can make the magic happen. 40 seconds to play with, though, and position known. It's going to be one tough ask. Slick Ninjas to be found hiding behind Clock. Doesn't get anything for his troubles, but he does bring Taco down low. 2 versus 3. Pizza to get one on the flank on Matt, and it is now a 2-on-2. 20 seconds remaining. Ooh, Spence misses the shot on the double doors player. It's going to allow him to get the plant down as well. So, bomb down, position of 1 CT known. It's going to be a tough retake. They know where the both players are. They are low, but if Kaido are going to clutch this up. I think they've got it in them. Tension building. Nobody's spotted anybody just yet. They're just playing that time. They're playing that down beautifully, and unfortunately, it looks like there's just probably not going to be not enough time to even get this. They're going to just try to elect to stick it. Maybe, no, they got off it. That's it. That's the round. Yeah, there's no way. Kaido get their 5th off of a beautiful 2 versus 4 mid-round play at the lower bomb site. They just isolated those duels perfectly, caught people looking not the wrong way, but just not prepared, and Kaido have slid the baseball slide right into the tied game. Easy, making it look like there was never any doubt. And OS left scratching their heads a little bit. They are going to elect to rebuy here, but no op yet. No op to be regained by Spence. Just a few M4s to go around. A couple of early kills, though, go the way of Spliced and James. Pizza to answer back one onto James, but man advantage, OS, and Slick to just take the head off of Floyda with the MP9 close up. Pizza to do the same onto Spence. 3 versus 2 expected out of Taco and Pizza. Low HP on Pizza, though. Pizza dough. That sounds like pizza dough. Slick Ninjas to defend. Towards ramp, playing the little bit off angle. Ooh, gets nothing for his trouble. The spray just goes wide, and JDM just take ramp basically for free. Just unfortunate out of the OS defense there. That was a good off angle, and he was primed to get a nice kill there. And that would have been, even if he just went 1 for 1, that would have been perfect. But instead, OS are left in a bit of a tough round to get back into. They are going to just have to split up their players and play towards that later in the round. There's 1 on each site to defend, and there is 40 seconds left, but if JDM keep up the form they've been showing these last 5 rounds, OS is going to crumble away yet again. It's set to crumble away yet again. Pizza to take a little bit of a peek towards Hell. Doesn't spot anybody. Gonna rocket himself up and gets clipped at the top of the ladder by Spliced. Spliced to kill his teammate as well. Unfortunate, but he was in the right place at the right time to stop that play. Daimyo stop the Kaido Kruzers cruising round streak and take back the lead as we go into this 12th round of play. And, ooh, it does look like they're kind of broke here on the T side. That they did lose a lot of players a lot of these rounds. They came down to 1v1s, 1vxs, and a lot of the time they just ended up dying to bombs, so no loss bonus. Does look to be set in stone for OS to get another. Fast A play coming out of JDM, though, and the kills are just going OS's way. The meat grinder has, in fact, grinded, and it is just up to D3 and Pizza to try to clutch up, but with Tech 9s, only Tech 9s at their disposal, that is going to be a done deal. 1 versus 4 expected, not delivered. Daimyo take their 7th as we head into the second half of play. Whew, look at that. There's two. Both teams have a 15 kill player. This is the Clash of Titans, ladies and gentlemen. Now, did I say it was going to be interesting, or did I say it was going to be interesting? That's what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams going blow for blow. Can't ask for anything better. Well, maybe not for this hot weather. It's been a little too hot. Speaking of going hot, though, all these players on OS are just flying hot out of A. Try to take it quick, and they do, in fact, fell those 2 A defenders. D3 to get 1 with the dualies, but unable to get any others. The retake is coming in. Pizza and Taco and Hero to get a kill. Taco to die to fall damage, and James to kill his 2 teammates. Daimyo hold the line. 1 versus 3. Gravity to take one of them. To Gravity to do the job for one of them. And unfortunately, the Kaido Kruzers were so tantalizingly close to getting their pistol round. Daimyo snatched it away. Truly a shame. Kaido's just looking to full save into the next round. They don't want to overcomplicate things. They want to take the best chance they can get, but definitely not the start you want to see when you're already down rounds. Spliced to get the first onto Floyda. No further kills going either side, but with just pistols in the hands of JDM, it is set to be a done deal. Slick to find the kill onto Taco. James to find the kill onto D3. 2 versus 5, 1 versus 5 expected out of Hero, and unless he becomes the ultimate hero, it looks like that USP is just waiting to perish. Because OS is hungry, and they're coming for that W. Daimyo collect their 9th off of a solid conversion. Kaido is going to fully invest into this round. Not the best investment though. Going to be at 1 Famos in play on Floyda, and utility is going to be a little light, but there is a couple Galils in play, and a few Galils in play, and a Famos, a Mac 10 in the mix. So we'll see if these rifles can get the job done. Few kills go the way of JDM, but unfortunately, Matt is on the hunt. He gets a 3K on the A hit, and we are down into a 2 versus 2. Pizza, though, to just fly through that heaven smoke, denies the plant, and gets the 6th round for Kaido Kruzers, converting what could have been a disastrous loss into a upset to C, ladies and gentlemen. Though, unfortunately for Kaido Kruzers, that was Daimyo's bonus round, so they are going to be punching back with everything they've got. Potentially? They've gone for a little bit of a half buy, I think? I think they're just trying to save. Some of their players are saving up to have op money. They've all got rifles. What am I talking about? Set them on pistols for a while. Ooh, Taco to spam Matt down through the smoke as he tries to cross. They did throw that smoke wall down, and they do have a few players down towards Secret, but Hero is down here and waiting. Gets the kill onto Spliced, but is brought low. Slick Ninjas to find the kill onto Taco. James to find a kill as well onto Hero. 3 versus 3. Bomb is getting planted at the lower bomb site. D3 to get the kill on the lurker at upper. It is now a 2 versus 3 OS at man disadvantage. But the bomb is ticking. We shall see if they can get it over the line. Spence to get the first kill, but they traded back by D3. James is left all alone towards ramp. Can't get the kill, and JDM don't. I don't think you need the smoke anymore, man. They're all dead, but I do appreciate it. Kaido Kruzers get their 7th. And that is going to be most of the money depleted for Daimyo. They do have one last little gasp left into them, and they are going to take it, but the buy is not going to be the most solid. A few 3 Mac 10s to go around and 2 rifles. See if that is enough to break the defense of the Kaido Kruzers. We're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. It's round 17. D3 to go for a little bit of an early ramp aggress. Doesn't see anybody just yet, though. But he's about to find something. He's walking to the bloodbath. Ooh, Floyda finds the kill on the Splice. They're caught looking the wrong way, not expecting the early aggression, but that is going to signal to OS that they need to accelerate and take that ramp space, which they do. Matt gets the kill onto Pizza, gets the kill onto Hero with the Tech 9. Slick's going for a knife kill in the vent and goes down, gives the man advantage away. It's now a 3 versus 3, bomb planted. Spence to get a kill, but he's traded back. And oh, man, what a disaster. What are you doing, man? Are you trolling? Why are you going for a knife kill? Just throws the round away. Perfect positioning, just thrown away off of pure hubris. Kaido Kruzers get their 8th. Man's trying to trying to play knife fight against guns and just goes down. Unfortunately, you are an elite, sir, and elite, they do check that. We check that in elite. We check that in elite. I don't play in elite, but I know elite checks that. And unfortunately, Daimyo throws away the opening 2 kills out of Matt's Deck 9, and they're on with Ave. And JDM are on form to tie up the game. Kaido to go for the aggressive play again, but they're ready for it this time. They get taken out by the pistols. Taco left alone to defend upper. Can't get more than one. 4 versus 2 expected, and with positions known on those CT players, it looks like they're just gonna go ahead and try to save these guns, but they are gonna be held cut off at the pass. James to get another deagle, gets another deagle kill, kills the last 2 players. Alright, you know what? They've rectified the mistake of the event player with the knife. They've decided, you know what? If we can win a save round, if we can win a save round, we can win a save round. We could just do it again. Just don't throw it away this time. And that is, in fact, exactly what they did. Daimyo get their 10th, and Kaido Kruzers, unfortunately, in a little bit of economic dire straits. 3 players on pistols, 1 player on MP9, only 1 rifle to try to defend the encroaching OS tide. Though D3 is going to get a little aggressive here. Ooh, the spray just doesn't quite connect, and James gets the kill. Slick to get 2 kills himself. Hero to answer back onto Slick, but it is a 2 versus 4. A pistol and an MP9 to try to hold this back, and unfortunately, it looks like it's not going to be enough. Hero left alone, MP9. His teammate Taco goes down. Upper, lower bomb site is going to be attacked. He's going to get 1 for his trouble, but Spence is there to trade, and that is OS 2 away from taking this Matchday 8 reschedule game. And unfortunately for Kaido Kruzers, that is not the money, that is not the economy you want to see when you are at a 3-round deficit and they're 2 away from winning. $2,000 to go around on each player. They've got just some upgraded pistols to work with. Basically a done deal for OS. They're going to have to win 4 rounds in a row to try to force this to overtime, because OS is set to collect their 12th. Yeah, and they're just letting them sit in it. They know they've got the weapon advantage. They know they've got the aim advantage, the mental advantage. They know their enemy is broken economically, mentally, and they are waiting for the exact right moment to go for this kill. Nobody on Kaido is getting shaken yet, though. They're showing a little bit of resilience. Nobody's going in for any early kills. They are just waiting, holding those tight angles with those pistols. That is the best way to play those. If you're not going to full stack and just, rush B, Suka Bliat and just try to kill squad, it is best to just try to hold at silly angles and try to get those 1-taps of those 5-7s. Upper hit is going to be coming in for OS. And Matt and Slick to get the opening 2 kills, but Hero to play Hero himself gets 2 with the 5-7, goes down though, and so too the rest of his team. Daimyo 1 round away from continuing their undefeated streak. It's just such a sad. They're gonna be able to buy, but that is a tough hill to climb. That is, I don't think there was a single player on the OS side that's even negative. They're just all on form. They're all here to play, and unfortunately JDM just doesn't seem to be showing the same form. They do get an opening kill though onto Matt with the op. Taco delivers. 5 versus 4, man advantage JDM. But with 1:30 left on the clock, OS is looking to respond with patience. Ooh. James to go down, lurking outside. Hero to get the kill. Splice to answer 1 back. But man advantage still in JDM's favor. 1:12 on the clock. Spence is rallying his boys trying to see what he can make out of this round. He knows that he's got 4 chances to win, but he doesn't want to use any of them. He just wants to get it done here and now. Let's see what he's got up his sleeve. Two players headed towards outside. Lurker towards hut. We'll see if the JDM defense is ready to hold against this. 40 seconds remaining. Time is ticking down ever more quickly. Just half a minute remains to see if OS has something left in this round. A-site defense going to be tested. Floyda gets the kill onto Spliced. Spencer to answer back. Taco to get an op kill himself. And D3 to kill the remaining Slick Ninja. It is JDM to get their 9th, but they've still got some work ahead of them. Daimyo, 3 match points remaining. 3 more chances to get this done in regulation. Full buy coming in for both sides. Spence is on... Okay, there's his gun. Just showed him on a Glock. Now, the Glock is alright if they have no armor and they're not shooting back. But against the full buy, not the best weapon. Floyda to elect to play on top of hut yet again. Good position. Even if they know you're there, it's tough to deal with you. Early aggression outside out of OS. Spliced to get the crisp shot onto Hero. Taco to answer back, but unfortunately James is there as well. Matt gets the kill into D3. Floyda to get 2 kills. James to answer back, and it is all on Pizza's shoulders if we are going to continue, or if OS sweeps JDM under the rug with the killing blow. Pizza to come in from heaven. 1 versus 2 expected. Low HP on James, though. Only 54. Slick's also on 90, so I think it's too far away for the 1 tap of the M4, but it's definitely close. It's definitely low enough HP to where you can get that 1 tap and then the 1 body shot. We'll see if Pizza has it in him. First shots don't go anywhere, and unfortunately, James is firing on all cylinders. OS was firing on all cylinders. They stay undefeated. 9-13. JDM gets swept under the rug. Daimyo are here to party, ladies and gentlemen. You love to see it. That was just an excellent show out of OS. They kept their nerve, even in the rounds where they kind of threw things away or like pieces didn't quite work out for them. They rallied back, struck harder. They struck harder, they stuck truer, and they stuck together, and they got it over the line. That was a masterclass showing out of Spence and the boys. Though, not to discredit JDM too much. They did make it competitive for a while there. They kept the score going. They got 9 rounds against the top-rated team in Elite, and a lot of hero plays, a lot of excellent plays out of them as well. They did not go out with a whimper. They came to fight, and they made OS work for it. They had to work for it. Even though OS was on good form, they had to have that good form. Any mistake, any slip-up was caught. It was punished by JDM. So, indeed. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I have for you tonight. That's all I have to say. Thank you all for joining me. I wish you all a wonderful night. My name's been Amos Kingsnake. This has been CSC NA Stream A. We'll see y'all later. Bye-bye.